And I've been now counseling for 25 years. And in that 25 years, lots of very different experiences. So the Sons of Helaman, with the focus on the chemical aspects of the body and how to overcome that, that was just a whole other dimension of clarity and boosting. And so the more I looked into it, the more I loved it, because all the things I've been doing the 20 years were just all encapsulated in a nice book, which included spirituality as well. And that's what I love about the Sons of Helaman program, is just the spiritual focus. You know, there's a few times I thought, wow, we just had a testimony meeting. This feels like I'm in seminary class. So it's a lot of fun. And, you know, it's relaxed, the boys share, they ask questions, and what I really love is how they support each other. But when they start the group, they come in feeling really hopeless and helpless and feel like they'll never succeed. And when they start participating in the group, listening to the other young men and what they are doing to win and to succeed and progress, it's just great to see the light in their eyes brighten and for them to get hope and progress. And then when they start talking about how awesome it is to go to the temple, and then go to the temple to do baptisms, and then to look forward to starting their papers and then getting their papers. When the young men are focused on the reason they want to do this is because they want to get to the temple. And I love the temple. In group, for everyone that comes and is committed to winning, that they have that experience, and that just to see their self-esteem grow so quickly in that. I mean, a lot of them might have fear before they come the first time. What's it like? Because it's been so secret. Just a couple months ago, I had a young man come into group. And as he walked in, he goes, "Oh, hi." And the other young man in the group already was from his own ward, his own best friend for the last 12 years. And they had just discovered in the last 2 weeks that each of them had struggles. And so now they can team up and work together, and they're both winning. And instead of feeling isolated and alone, they feel, you know, they're not alone and they have a team. And the way they encourage each other, it's just been a blessing. I get that question from bishops, well, what if it's in some of these young men from the same ward? And so far I've found that helpful. And I always share with the parents before the young man even starts group is, we're not here to focus on what they do in their lost battles. The only time that's ever discussed in a private one-on-one interview with myself before they begin group. Because of my treatment experience, I just want to know how deep they've dug themselves in so I can know ways to, I guess, kind of guide and encourage them. When we come to group, it's all about why they want to win and what drills, what thoughts, what are learning in the scriptures that helps get them stronger and stronger. It's what are their spiritual and chemical calisthenics that they are training to get stronger and stronger. And what insights, the ahas they had. Oh, well, when I actually read my scriptures every day, it's funny how the battles are less and less intense. It's like when I actually do my manpower, I just started winning. I'm remembering. I'm making better choices. And so it's all focused on their progress, focused on their successes. A big part of that is focusing on a greater awareness to be able to understand that when the temptation comes at level 1 and 2, that's the time to intervene. And the better a person becomes aware of that, then the more successful they will become. Most young men, they don't even know what it's like at level 1, 2, or 3 when they start out. They just know what it's like at level 4 and 5 when they're already in the process of losing. And so by them improving their awareness and having the flagpoles, which is the physical intervention just to get away, like Joseph did, leaving his coat and running away. And that principle of just getting away was very helpful. The military experience is you don't go into a fight brand new. I mean, there's lots of drills, lots of practice, and I'm grateful for all the ambulance, emergency personnel that have practiced before the crisis. And that's a strong part of the Sons of Helaman is practicing, practice, so that when they are aware of being triggered, they've already trained their mind and their body how to react and how to respond. And so it's just, some of the simplest things that young men have come up with that has made the difference for them is just to practice when they're sitting in front of the computer, just to stand up. As simple as that is, that's a start of intervention, and that makes a difference. Alt F4 is to escape out of the screen very quickly. So one young man, he would practice, Alt F4, Alt F4, Alt F4. And then we talked about from the LDS church video on pornography, where it talks about that, is call it what it is. That's pornography, or that's a trigger. And so they practice that, to just say it out loud and get out. And, a lot of them do push-ups. So they get strong arms in the process every time they might get triggered, or they practice their flagpoles, do push-ups or walk around the block. Because when those chemicals in the brain get stirring, the cognitive brain shuts down very quickly. And so muscle memory is all you have left in those most critical times. And because of previous practice, you can win. And that's the thing that's fun to see this young man get confidence, because they win. They win because they practiced. No one's lost. If they're willing to try, I know they can win. And I share with these young men that it's just not overcoming the problem they came to group for. The skills that they are learning will help them succeed in all of their pursuits as they go forward in their life.